Richard, one of the most successful traders in history, once said, "You could publish all of my trading rules in a newspaper right now, and I guarantee that no one would make money with them." But why is that? Why is it that even with a powerful, profitable strategy, so many traders still fail and keep losing money? The answer lies in the golden rule of trading psychology, and in this video, I'm going to explain it to you. I'll also show you how to apply this rule using a simple 3-step formula to your own trading and start seeing amazing results. So, stick with me. Let's dive in. We've all been there. We have a strategy. It probably even back-tested well. We're ready to make money and finally become profitable, but it always feels like the market is one step ahead. Where's the real problem? The problem is that we judge our entire trading journey, our performance and our strategy, based on just a few of our most recent trades. If we have a few losing trades in a row, we think the strategy is broken and we need to throw it out. And if we have a few winning trades in a row, we think we've won the entire game. It's like a basketball player judging his entire performance in a game based only on his last 2 or 3 shots. It's ridiculous. To fix this, we first need to understand how probabilities actually work. Imagine you have a strategy with a 50% win rate. Trading with this strategy is basically like flipping a coin, 50% chance to win and 50% chance to lose. But does that mean that every 10 flips will automatically result in 5 heads and 5 tails? Let's test it together. You can try this with a real coin or use online tools like random.org. Go to random.org/coins, select the number 10 and click the flip coin button. It will flip the coin 10 times for you. Let's see the results. 1 head and 9 tails. Let me click flip again a few more times. 3 heads, 7 tails, 5 heads, 5 tails, 2 heads, 8 tails, 6 heads, 4 tails. See what's happening? It's not guaranteed that it will be 5 heads and 5 tails every time. Sometimes you might get the same side 9 out of 10 times. That's 90%. That means even with a 50% win rate strategy, in just 10 trades, you could end up with 9 wins or 9 losses. As you can see, in a small sample size like 10 flips, it's very common to get unusual and unexpected results. But if we scale it up and set it to flip the coin 100 times, you'll see the numbers get much closer to the true probability. Each side of the coin comes up almost 50% of the time, and those unusual results we saw before pretty much disappear. This is called the law of large numbers. It tells us that probabilities don't reveal themselves accurately in small samples. Short-term results can look chaotic and random. But the larger the sample size, the more the outcomes align with the expected probability, in this case, 50%. That's how probability really works. Now, let's bring this back to trading. Even if you have a great strategy with a 70% win rate, you still have no idea what's going to happen in the next 1, 2, or even 10 trades, because there are no guarantees in the market and everything is based on probabilities. All you can really say is that over a large enough sample size, for example 100 trades, you'll probably end up with around 70 winners and 30 losers. And these wins and losses will be randomly distributed throughout those 100 trades. This means those 30 losses could happen anywhere in your next 100 trades. So, if you quit your strategy right after one of those losses, you're literally robbing yourself of the next 70 winners that are still waiting for you. Sometimes you might even hit a streak of 6 or 7 losses in a row, but does that mean your strategy is broken? Absolutely not. So, when you hit those losing streaks, don't stress out. Don't think your strategy is broken, and don't fall into revenge trading or overtrading. This is part of the game. It happens to every trader, and with every strategy. Just like winning streaks are also part of the game. When they happen to you, you shouldn't get overconfident and think you're a genius who has cracked the code to the market. This is exactly the golden rule of trading psychology that all successful traders learn and use. And that rule is, don't focus on just one trade. Focus on the big picture, a whole set of trades. Because over just one or a few trades, anything can happen. But in the long run, over enough trades with a good strategy, you will be profitable, as long as you trust it and give it time to work. Let me make this crystal clear. Your job as a trader is not to profit from every single trade. Your job is to execute a correct process over and over again with discipline and patience. Profit is just a byproduct of that process. You are not making the money. Your strategy is the one making it for you. Okay, so how do you actually apply this golden rule in your trading? with a simple 3-step formula. Step 1. Set your review cycle. The very first thing you need to do is change your unit of measurement. From now on, the profit or loss of a single trade doesn't matter anymore. The smallest unit you use to measure your performance and your strategy is a set of trades, not just 1 or 2 trades. Instead of focusing on the outcome of each individual trade, start looking at the results of sets that include at least 20 or 30 trades. The exact number depends on you, but it should be at least 20 trades. That's the minimum you need for probability to play out and for the averages to reveal themselves. Step 2. Execute and record. Once you've decided on your review cycle, let's say 30 trades, it's time to actually execute them according to your strategy. Here's the rule. During this set of 30 trades, no matter what happens, you are not allowed to stop halfway, switch strategies, or second-guess yourself. From now on, you're only allowed to analyze your results after you've completed the full set of 30 trades. That's when you can finally ask yourself, was my strategy profitable or not? Before that, don't judge your performance at all. Even if you take 6, 7, or 8 losses in a row, you keep going. Why? Because probabilities only reveal themselves over a large sample size, not in just a few trades. Your job is simple. Follow your strategy's rules as closely as possible across those 30 trades. Even if you make 1 or 2 mistakes, that's okay. Just make sure the mistake ends there. Don't let the emotional weight of one bad trade push you into a chain of revenge trades that ruins the whole set. And one more thing. After every single trade, write it down in your journal. Record the details and the outcome, because you'll need this data in the next step. Step 3. Review and reflect. Once you've completed all 30 trades, which might take you 1 or 2 months, now it's finally time to review your performance. This is the only stage where you're allowed to evaluate yourself and your strategy. You go back to your journal and look at the big picture. Across those 30 trades, did you end up profitable or not? Were you satisfied with how your strategy performed? Based on that review, you decide whether your strategy needs optimization or any adjustments. And if things went well and you're happy with the results, you move on to your next set of 30 trades and repeat the same 3-step process all over again. That's exactly how professional traders become consistently profitable. If you read the books of world-class traders or watch their interviews, you'll notice something. They all know and apply this golden rule. In fact, they think just like casinos. Casinos are the best example of how probabilities and the law of large numbers actually work in real life. They design their games in a way that ensures, over the long run and across thousands of plays, the house always comes out ahead. Sure, in a single round of roulette they might lose. Someone might even win 10 times in a row on a lucky number. And in that moment, the casino takes a hit. But they don't panic. Why? Because they know that over hundreds of spins, that tiny statistical edge, like the extra green slot on the roulette wheel, guarantees their profitability. They keep playing the game because they trust the math. And that's exactly what professional traders do. If they have a solid strategy, they don't abandon it after 4 or 5 losses. They keep trading because they know that over the long term, the edge in their system will play out and turn into profits. That's why Richard used to say, "You could publish all of my trading rules in a newspaper right now, and I guarantee that no one would make money with them." Because almost no one has the discipline and consistency to stick to those rules, even when things are going bad. I hope you enjoyed this video. At the end, remember, your next trade, whether it's a big win or a painful loss, is just one of your next 30 trades. Don't obsess over it. Keep going. Let your strategy play out, and the results will show over time. That's it. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. It's going to be an important one. See you in the next video.